Hello my friends, and welcome back to our Let's Play of AI the Somnium Files. I'm the FlightlessBird and this is your story-based gaming channel, and in our last episode we found out that the story is a little bit different than what we remembered. Falco, with the help of Renju, escaped and we're trying to track him down. We ran into we're taking Iris with us. I don't know. And we ran into Mizuki. She's got the Orichalcum Triton because her daddy, of course, owns a place. And we found out that Miss Mermaid has really good hips. Yes, that is a sentence that I just said out loud. She has really good hips. Yep, that's a thing. So with that said, let us go ahead and continue our journey here and just go top to bottom. We'll go to Ikeme Shrine because that's what we've been told to do, and it seems to be working out really well so far. We've yet to run into an instance since we started this that made it so we couldn't go to the other places. So going with Iris to the shrine at night? I mean, whoa!
You okay?
It's okay. I just, missed a step there.
Looks like you fainted. Are you sure you're okay? Well, let's look around before we do anything else. Guardian dog. Got lanterns. Let's see if we got any words of wisdom here from the stone monument. Nope, not today. We got the arch. Chozuya. Yes, you wash your hands and face here. We remember that. Trees. Don't really do anything. Got the bell. The offering box. Shrine, of course. The Shinto shrine. It looks rather solemn. And, well, that actually, I think, was our fastest look around I've ever done. We are on point today, my friends. Let's go ahead and talk to Iris. Iris is looking off into the distance. About Renju.
Mr. Okura isn't here. I mean, of course he isn't. It's not like we came here right away.
He's already taken off.
Too bad.
It looks like there are no further clues here. It appears we've wasted our time.
Well, I still want to talk. What are your thoughts?
It's nostalgic. This place is a memorable one for me. 6 years ago, I used to come here with someone.
Someone?
I used to call him Uncle. He was a thoughtful, reliable man. I thought of him as a father.
Wait a second. 6 years ago. Uncle. Father. Once again, this is Falco. And...
But one day, he just disappeared.
I remember this Somnium that we did with Iris the first time where we saw her with the Cyclops killer, and that got me thinking, what if the daughter has taken up the mantle of the father? What if Iris is the new Cyclops killer and she's molding Mizuki to be the next killer? I know that sounds crazy and maybe only half of that's true, but when you think about the 6 years thing and the fact that Mizuki is also 12 years old right now, which is the age Iris was, it's just got me... It's got me thinking that that seems a little too much of a coincidence.
She's talking about...
Hitomi's lover.
What are you looking at?
A flower over there.
Flower?
You can't see it from here, can you? I know it's there because I've been to this shrine before.
Yeah, actually, we did forget these flowers, didn't we?
It's too far to see.
Too dark, too.
Night vision. Okay. Why do we use night vision on
An
a flower?
iris. More specifically, a winter iris.
Oh,
This is the same flower that was on display at Iris's house.
it was. I went to Iris. It's still green, by the way. Okay, it just turned gray. Yeah, it just turned gray. Okay. Yeah, I had forgotten about those flowers because it is really dark. You're looking at the winter iris, aren't you?
Yeah. How did you know?
I'm psychic.
It's the same kind that's at my house. I told you about what it means, right?
Good news and hope.
Iris is also a part of the eye, and the Greek goddess of rainbows. A messenger goddess. I told you at Sunfish Pocket. That's why the flower means good news and hope.
Mm-hmm. About the shrine.
It's called Ikeme Iribiko Isachi no Mikoto, or sometimes Ikeme Tenno, or Ikeme no Mikoto.
What does that mean?
There are legends about this place written in the old text. It's a shrine dedicated to the gods. The old legend goes like this. One day, Ikeme Iribiko sent one of his followers, Taji Momori, on an urgent quest to find a mysterious, magical fruit. A fruit called Tokijiku no Kaku.
Wow, those look really, really appetizing.
It's said that eating it will grant you immortality. After many hardships, Taji Momori was able to find the fruit. But by the time he got back, Ikeme Iribiko had died. Taji Momori mourned. He handed half of the fruit to the man's wife, and he left the other half on Ikeme Iribiko's grave, then died on the spot. It is said that that fruit is still inside the shrine behind us.
Huh.
Really? The fruit of immortality.
Yes.
Immortality, huh?
Not interested?
Watch her actually be immortal, and that's how she survived. That's how she survived, because even though she looked dead, she can't die. So she died temporarily and then resurrected herself and then walked off.
No, not really. I'd rather have normality than immortality.
Me too. I mean, what's the point of living forever on this earth when everyone you know and love will pass? That doesn't sound like the immortality I'm looking for. About this uncle.
When you asked me why I became an idol, I wasn't being entirely truthful. I told you that it was because I wanted to become famous. But more specifically, it was for Uncle.
Aww.
I've been looking for him for 6 years, but I didn't find him anywhere. I didn't know where else to look. So instead of me finding him, I thought that he could find me instead.
Clever girl. Too bad she doesn't know.
You think if you became famous, he'd contact you?
Yeah.
So that is why she became an idol.
Huh.
I mean, it's also been my dream since I was little. That's a part of it, too.
So why do you use the name Ace? Shouldn't you use your real name?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't have to. He was the one who came up with the name Ace.
Really?
He told me that if I ever became an idol, I should use that name.
Huh. Ah, she really fell for him as a father figure really, really quick. Because he was only in her life for what, 3 months, right? Well, no, a girl wants a father figure and one appears. Doesn't matter how long it lasted, he was there. Summarize for me.
Date, we have no time to waste. We should get moving.
Got it.
Alright, let's go. Back to the place I really want to go from the start, which is a cold storage warehouse. Monday. By the way,
I saw it. I'm sure.
a shout out to Ikeme Shrine, who just joined our channel. I don't know if she watches these videos or she's watching a different video. But hey, Amy, if you ever come across this video, do me a favor, shout out in the comments below and say, hey, I'm here. And I'll be like, hey, what's up? Welcome. Love to hear from you.
Your corpse, Iris. Right here.
But I'm here now. Maybe I'm a ghost.
That's so adorable, but yet so wrong.
You don't look like a floating sheet. You have legs.
But maybe they're not legs. Maybe they're my boobs.
All the dots, yeah. I tried to picture Iris's breasts swinging down there like that. And then I decided not to.
Didn't you say that you saved me in your dream?
I did?
What did you mean by that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called Abyss, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
We find clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses. We enter what we call Somnium, a dream world projected by their subconscious. That's what the entire organization is about.
How do you even do that?
We have a machine that we call the sync machine.
What is that?
It's a sync machine.
That's not an explanation. Tell me how it works.
Well,
We really don't understand how it works, to be honest.
I can explain, but it will require a bit of background to understand.
Background?
Yeah, but in the meantime, I'm gonna look around this. Ooh, we got a totally different angle this time. Shelves packed with cardboard boxes. Got an oil drum.
Hi, I'm Jemimon!
You two.
I still don't get that. Someone please help me out. Explain to me the Amons. Is that a Digimon thing? Or what is it? A Doraemon thing? Forklift. Tires the ground. Yep, they're frozen. Got a switchboard.
Hey, get out of my house!
What the hell?
I'm a poltergeist inside the circuit board.
What?
You said I was a ghost, right? Maybe I'm haunting the warehouse with spooky astral projections.
What are you talking about, Iris?
Oh, that's good. Switchboard is installed in the back of the warehouse. Got the hook. Forklift. I don't see anything special about it. Ice cutting machine. There isn't a lot here on the shelves. Anything with the B? Nope. There's a box here.
Pew pew pew.
Okay.
What the hell?
The box made me think of like a giant robot.
How does a box make you think of a giant robot?
A what?
You know, from kaiju movies?
No, the only reference I understand of boxes and robots is the South Park episode where Cartman pretends to be a robot in order to get close to Butters. Yeah, that's the only reference I know.
Again, what?
Box, one box on the shelf. Got a
That
cardboard
kernel
box.
over there looks so good.
Okay, I understand you because I love those little tiny square caramels. They are really, really good, but that's definitely not a square caramel.
Yeah, you're right. But if I tried to eat it in one bite, I'd break my jaw.
What are you talking about, Date? That's a cardboard box.
You started... Never mind.
She gotcha. She gotcha. Oh, a lot of good stuff here. All right, time to check the one obvious thing. The workbench.
So my corpse was on here?
Yeah.
It's a workbench. There's nothing on it now. Iris is standing there. Do you know about nanotechnology?
Nanotech? Yeah, technology related to really small things, like really teeny tiny things. And when they make a machine, they're called nanomachines. I heard they use them a lot for medical and tech fields. Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said. Well, I don't know if it was like beep, beep or brr. But anyway, nanotechnology costs tons of money. Only a few people can even afford it. My college professor said only the richest of the rich have nanotechnology. But he's pretty liberal, so...
So he probably has
Largely
it.
accurate. Nano is a prefix meaning 10 to the negative 9th power.
I actually did not know that.
A nanometer is therefore 0.0000000001 meters.
Oh, that was a lot of zeros.
The sync machine uses machines approximately 2.16 nanometers long. Viruses are on average 20 to 970 nanometers. So sync nanomachines are far smaller than that. This allows them to access neural circuitry. During a sync, the nanomachines are used to write in the syncer's data.
Okay. Do you know about the BBB? Not sure what that is either.
I've heard of it. The blood-brain barrier, right?
Waha?
Inside the skull, there's an army of little teeny tiny soldiers that surround the brain.
She is really smart, by the way.
They protect the brain from bad stuff in the blood, right?
That's almost it, yeah.
The blood-brain barrier describes the architecture of the microvessels of the brain. It is a kind of shield that protects the brain. To get through, an object must be no larger than 0.4 nanometers. Objects too large to slip through the barrier cannot physically access the brain.
That's really, really small. 0.4 nanometers, and it's like 10 to the negative 9th power? Jeez. Do you know about the watch it system? Oh, the dots. Okay, it looks like she doesn't know this one.
I guess not.
No, I know what it is.
Or does she?
It's the core programming behind AI, right?
That's right. What's wrong?
What?
You're shivering.
That's weird. Why you give me the all the dot treatment now? What about the Wadjet system set you off?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
To borrow Pewter's explanation, with the advent of the Wadjet system, we can extract the data of the human psyche. This data is sent to the brain, which achieves the sync.
Why did she do that though? Why? See, that's like the key word of learning anything. Like when you go to school, you're not learning formulas and statistics and all that. You're learning why things work. And by learning why things work, you can understand them better, and therefore that's how you attain knowledge. Same thing with this game. You know, we had Sosajima, but we don't understand why he was doing it, why he was doing the killings. We don't understand why Aiba keeps mentioning the dosages. We don't understand why she's shut down with the Wadjet system. I mean, there's got to be something else that's going on, and we just don't know what it is yet. It's like, it's almost as if we are those BBBs trying to get into the brain, but we're just a little too big to do so. And because of that, we're stuck on the outside and we can't get to where the knowledge is. Here's how the sync works.
Okay, you have the basics down. Let me explain how syncing works. Syncers like me equip the sync gear and use it to access the subject's brain. Inside the helmet are nano cables, and on the tip of each of these cables is a special nano machine. But the machine can't reach the brain through blood alone. Do you know why?
The BBB soldiers say go away and push them back?
Yeah, it's sort of like an RPG.
Well, yeah, kind of. But for the sync to work, we have to get the nanomachines into the brain itself. How do we do that?
Drill a hole in the skull?
No.
In Shovel Forge, you can use a pickaxe and...
No, it has nothing to do with tools. We don't have to open a hole. Skulls already have holes in them. One of those holes is the optic canal, which is a nerve canal located behind the eyes. The nanocables of the sync gear go through your eyes, then go to the back of your eye socket, then through the optic canal to the sea.
The sea?
The sea of brain cells, anyway.
That sounds kind of romantic.
It's only a chunk of protein.
Come on, Aiba, stop spoiling the romanticism of it. Here's how sync works.
Once the nanocables arrive at their destination, they can begin the sync process. They slide into the brain like roots of a tree, and on the tip of each cable, the nanomachine sends and receives data. This is controlled by the Wadjet system, and that's how the syncer and the subject exchange information.
Exchange?
Think of it this way. The human brain has a max capacity of one psyche, one consciousness.
Multiple instances of consciousness inside one brain can cause a total collapse of higher brain functions.
You know how a car only has one steering wheel? If there were two, there would be accidents all over the place.
Oh, that's true.
Well, don't some planes have 2 control sticks?
That's different. All the dots. Oh, this girl has smart dots.
Okay, maybe it wasn't the best metaphor.
She is quick.
What I'm trying to say is that the human body can only hold one person. If you try to have 2 people inside one brain, it will break.
I see.
Continuing on.
Because of this, the syncer's data goes inside the subject's brain, and the only thing inside the subject's mind at the time of the sync are their memories, like a house with no one inside. We syncers break into the house, look for clues, and leave, all within 6 minutes.
There's a time limit?
Yes, or else the house will collapse on our heads.
The neural circuits would become too deeply entwined with one another. To put it simply, the syncer would be trapped inside the subject's house.
Summarize.
Thank you for explaining it. I don't completely understand how sync works, but still.
I don't think anyone can completely understand how it works, to be honest.
Just don't tell anyone. This is extremely confidential.
It's okay, I won't. Date, tell me this. Who did you sync with yesterday?
Didn't I show you his picture? Congressman So Sejima.
So that's why you know so much about him.
But you've never met him, right?
I haven't, I swear.
Interesting. Summarize.
Hey, Date, you saw my corpse here, right?
Yep, right there on that table.
I did. I'm sure of it.
And in SoStream, you saved me from getting killed.
Correct?
Yeah.
And then somehow, I resurrected.
Yep, that's the sum of it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly my thoughts.
Date, that means you're...
Please don't say I'm God.
Achoo!
Date, is the cold too much for Iris?
She collapsed. She was collapsing earlier, now she's sneezing. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm freezing too. Iris, let's get out of here for now.
Roger that!
I don't think that's, I think there's something else going on. Let's head to the Matsushita diner. Imagine if she wasn't actually Iris, but if she was a robot. Someone constructed her to look like Iris because
I'm so hungry.
they don't want to know that she's dead.
Tessa? Why are you here?
I told Date I was hungry, so...
I've always wanted to eat here.
I'll have my usual, Ota.
Yes, right away.
Ota flew into the kitchen. Iris watched him go and took his seat. Okay, there's a lot more stuff to look around here, that's for sure. Table.
Date, a Martian.
Chair is a Martian?
That's just a stool.
Oh. Menu.
Kuroda Kazuaki's grilled tongue with salt.
How is everyone doing, by the way? I hope you all having a wonderful
Salt,
day.
pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
Mayumi's juice with mold.
I am extremely tired because the last 2 days with my computer dying and just everything has completely worn me out. I was watching Shinda Mrs. stream, and about an hour into it, I sat down on the couch to lay down for a bit. I ended up falling asleep for like an hour and a half. So now it's later in the day, and I'm not used to streaming this late because I got a lot of work to do once I end this stream. I'm sorry, not streaming, recording. But once I'm done with all the recording, I have to edit it all, I have to make the videos, I have to upload them, and that all takes a lot of time. On average, it probably takes about an hour and a half or 2 hours to edit all the videos and get the thumbnails. And then it takes a couple hours to upload the videos. So if I don't get started early, you know, it just goes on all day. But they're totally worth it because I'm having so much fun doing it. Nothing but a window, we got a cute little cat.
Meow.
Huh?
What are you doing?
Oh, you don't know? It's good luck to imitate a cat in front of one of these.
Really?
Meow? Guess I'll have good luck.
Meow. I think I remember that from somewhere. Like, we gotten that message before.
Hey, Date. I've got this video of girls in bikinis washing this armored car. Wanna watch?
You want to watch that in front of Iris?
Absolutely not.
Besides, I mean, they're in bikinis. They still got clothes on for Date. That's not good
Date,
enough.
you're drooling.
Oh, I'm just really hungry.
Okay, maybe it is good enough for him. A beer out on the wall. Table, condiments, not condiments. Mop. Bucket.
Hey, Tessa, could you kick that bucket there?
Wow, considering she was dead, you just said, could she kick the bucket? That's kind of weird.
Sure. Like this?
Yeah, but more.
Like this?
This is awesome.
Is that turning him on somehow?
I did not realize there was someone more perverted than Date.
Yes, it is. And, I don't know. I think the kid still has a lot more work to get up to our level. A bucket. Let's see here. Poster, beer out on the wall. We got some autographs.
That's Hayashi Samba's Hayashi Vangole.
Who?
Some celebrity signature. Some menus. Counter. Ota. Don't want to look at Ota yet. Don't want to look at Iris yet. We got a stool. Slippers. Funny enough, we can't look at the slippers.
Look, a chair for baby goats!
Baby goats? How did you get baby goats?
Why would anyone bring a goat to a restaurant?
That's weird. And that's like next level weird. That's why I say, you know, this game is
Hey,
actually
what has 2 hands on its face?
a clock, obviously.
A mom playing peekaboo!
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
She's actually so much smarter than that, and yet I think she just plays dumb. It's actually pretty clever. But yeah, I was about to say, you know, if this is all just a simulation in our
wanna have
minds,
a pillow fight?
those weird things would really make a lot more sense.
Tessa, not in the store, please.
Yeah, and besides, you need to get into your 90s first, right? Oda? Even the year is wrong. Yeah, that should have been a key thing about the dementia. I mean, the clue is right in front of our faces, you know? Alright, fortune. It says good luck. Swinging door. The photo. Obviously, I mean, that's kind of weird. Nothing with the photo.
Ring ring. Who's on the phone?
Who cares?
Wow. Okay, alright, let's talk to Iris first. Iris is sitting in front of me. What's your usual?
Omelet rice. Ota's omelet rice is so good it gives me stomach cramps.
That's probably doesn't mean it's good.
Is that a compliment?
I love it when we're on the same page.
You're embarrassing me.
Well, Ota appears to have taken it as a compliment.
If Iris says Ota's name in any way, he'd take it as a compliment. About her resurrection.
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Hold it! What do you mean coming back to life?
I decided to tell Ota about Iris's resurrection.
Date jumped into a parallel world where I'm still alive.
Tessa died?
I love how she's like so nonchalant about that. Yeah, I died, so what? Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. You been here before?
Yeah, I have.
Have you met Ota's mother, Mayumi?
Yeah, but I don't think she likes me.
That's not true.
No, that's very true. She calls Iris a witch. Although what's weird is in the other... At the end of the game, here... Hold on. At the end of the game, here... The very last thing we saw was Mayumi call her a witch, and then Iris walked over, and Mayumi just sort of stopped, and then Iris grabbed the knife. That just strikes me as incredibly weird. Why does Mayumi just stop? More mysteries to solve.
Mom is just jealous of how pretty you are, Tessa.
Not very reassuring. Whether out of jealousy or otherwise, she still doesn't like Iris.
Question is why? I mean, is she jealous because of Ota? She thinks that Ota... You know what I just noticed? The clicker is Aiba. The spinner thing here? That's Aiba. Like, I'm pretty sure that yes, I'm slow. I'm very, very slow. Hi, Ota. Ota is cooking in the kitchen. Where's your mom?
She's in the living room. I think she's watching TV.
How about you? What are you doing here?
I was just doing some meditation, lying on the ground.
Why do I have trouble believing that?
He means sleeping.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Date, why are you with Tessa?
We are
Or dating.
Not Shovel Forge.
on a date.
Oh, a date.
Wait. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Huh. A date?
You just knew that was gonna happen.
I'm on an investigation, and she wouldn't let me go.
I just love how this game can make me smile and laugh so much. It's just such a joy. All the dots. Oh, yeah, shovel forging dots.
Date, I have some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're not poisoned. Would you like some?
No thanks. I'm on a diet. And I don't want to die. Anyway.
No thanks. I'm fine.
That joke was a lot funnier, and, well, actually, it was never in my head. I just randomly spewed out, oh, you're good at cooking, huh?
Yeah, my dad taught me when I was little.
You're making me something too, right?
Sure, my treat, Date.
Where's Renju?
You're still looking for him?
Uh-huh.
Well, like I told you before, I don't know.
Oda's cooking in the kitchen. Iris is sitting in front of me. About the parallel world.
Hey, can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well...
I swear, if she says, I was playing this game where there were these people trapped in a building of some kind, and in order to escape, they had to work together, but also against each other, in a series of games where they called it the AB game. I swear, if she starts to talk about that, I may just lose it.
Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
I mean, let's not forget, the 999 is an Easter egg in this game, so technically speaking, 999 is a game in this world.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. If we tie, nothing happens. We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What if I win?
I'll do anything.
Anything?
Uh-oh, don't say that.
Mm-hmm. Anything.
Look how she's moving her. Look at that. That is. Oh, that's not good, Iris.
Date, your heart rate is rapidly increasing.
Uh-huh.
Why exactly is that?
Shush, Aiba.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
What should I throw out? Let's go ahead and drop a save just in case. I mean, maybe it does nothing, but, you know, this is kind of what we do. When we played Virtual Last Reward, there was this room where you had to throw a dice, and I was pretty sure all the dice results were the same, but we looked at them anyway, just to make sure that they were the same. All right, left is always right.
Shoot.
Tied.
A tie.
The most boring result. Well, we agreed on the rules. Let's shake hands. Shaky, shaky.
She cans with Iris.
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right? We tied and shook hands. But in a different timeline, maybe I got a reward from you. Or maybe you could have seen me naked or something.
The temptation to see the other timelines just suddenly increased in Date's mind.
Why did I choose rock?
What exactly were you going to make her do?
So those timelines are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Huh. Parallel world, huh? I can't believe it, but...
Sure you can. Parallel worlds exist.
All the dots.
Do you know about the Mandela effect? Or the Booba Kiki effect?
I know the Mandela effect, I don't know the other one.
Or the 100 million balls? If I explained that, would you believe me?
Sounds really interesting, Tessa. I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story of two sisters.
I've heard people talking about it. The Booba Kiki effect?
Date, look at this picture.
I just pulled up a picture on a phone.
There's a famous experiment regarding this picture. You show this image to people around the world and ask a question. Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki? Believe it or not, 98% of people asked have the same answer.
Is Booba the top one and Kiki the bottom one because that's how they're worded?
The rounder one is Booba and the jagged one is Kiki.
Yeah, well, that makes sense to me.
Isn't that weird?
No, not really. I mean, like I said, most people would just assume that, you know, it's top to bottom.
In other words, everyone thinks that Booba is a certain way and Kiki is the other. It applies universally across languages and cultures. It's like something ingrained inside all humans.
The 100 million balls?
This world is full of really interesting stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here. If things were even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
And that means humans would never be born. And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low. And yet, here we are.
The Mandela effect.
Do you know Nelson Mandela?
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah.
He's the guy who died in prison. No, that's actually what the Mandela effect is. The idea that he died in prison somehow, but yet he also became the the president of South Africa after being released from prison. So the question is, how could he have died in prison and yet then be the president afterwards? Obviously, he didn't die in prison, but there's a lot of people who think he did. Hence the Mandela effect.
The former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
He died in 2013, but a strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought,
Isn't he already dead?
didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980?
All the dots.
That's the Mandela effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies.
Strange they're still there.
Like worshipping the sun and the sea, or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged. Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way. It's what Jung called the collective unconscious. There exists a second psychic system of a collective, universal, and impersonal nature, which is identical in all individuals. That's what Jung said about it. Think of it like bamboo. Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated, but underground, they're all connected.
I didn't know that.
Human psyches might be like that too, connected at a subconscious level. That's...
The parallel world?
Yeah! You saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots...
You get to another bamboo stalk.
Yeah, something like that.
100 million balls?
Imagine a box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million. Would you be able to pick out the one?
Not likely.
But if you had 100 million tries, you could.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the one.
Exactly! The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes...
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
She is describing the anthropic principle.
I know that.
I may have underestimated her intelligence.
Oh, I've already said that before. The Mandela effect.
There are lots of examples, like the name of this kid's book with the bears having different spellings. Or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car, but in our world, he was in a 6-seat car.
And the other one I think is the Berenstein Bears.
Huh. I thought it was a 4-seater too.
Or that electric mouse from that video game. You probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
That's a reference to Pikachu.
It wasn't?
Nope, it's all yellow, and the design didn't change.
Oh.
Lines from movies, company logos, historical events, and little things. The Mandela effect is everywhere. Why do you think that is?
Because those memories are from parallel worlds?
That would explain it, I guess.
Iris is sitting in front of me. The spatial temporal man.
Yeah, it's sort of like a common experience. A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before, and most of them describe seeing the same person. The spatial temporal man. He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes.
Never heard this one.
The spatial temporal man guides people back to the real world. He tells them, this world is not for you, or something.
Something.
I'd like to meet him someday.
What about the others?
So, this elementary school kid, let's call him C. He goes to school and there's a bunch of things on the floor.
At first I thought it was a picture of a guy wearing glasses. But no, that's just a connection of like 2 planets interlocked.
Postcards, towels, a coffee cup, rice bowls, a sink, lots of stuff. But C realized that those were all things from his own house.
How did they get to the classroom?
No one knows. It's not like anyone did it on purpose or there was a thief or anything.
Maybe something happened that made 2 parallel worlds fuse.
Yeah.
Two sisters?
So, there's this girl. Let's call her B. She's practicing piano in her room, and her little sister is watching TV in the same room. B asks her to turn the TV volume down so she can hear her piano playing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So B goes back to practicing, playing a little bit. But her sister doesn't turn the volume down. She's not listening at all. So B turns around to scold her. She was really gonna let her sister have it, but she's gone. She's nowhere to be seen.
What?
She thinks, I wonder where she went. But then B hears her sister at the door. I'm home. B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her parents standing there.
That would be really, really creepy.
So B asks, when did you go outside?
And B says, I just got home. What are you talking about?
But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me. B is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it. And she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch it or not.
Oh, that's freaky.
So depending on her decision, a parallel world was made.
Yeah, what B saw might have been from the world where her sister stayed behind.
Lost friend?
There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school. Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki. One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke, and Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
Oh.
What?
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets. The nerves were still connected, but A is of course in shock and doesn't know what to do.
Oh.
Suzuki just takes his eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened.
What?
So A asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out. A is really concerned for his friend, you know?
Uh-huh.
But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And by now, A is really curious. But he's not getting any answers. So they just part ways and go home. The story only gets weirder from here.
I think it's already pretty weird.
The next day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his teacher about it. Hey, where's Suzuki today? And the teacher says, Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class.
Even weirder.
A says, what are you talking about? And he goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing. I don't know him. There's no Suzuki in this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
That's what I think.
Strange? Lost friend.
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
No, A was really serious about remembering Suzuki.
It is weird. And there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Well, not necessarily.
There's no way you can really pop them out like that.
There's such a thing as a dislocated eye. It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
Ota is correct. Dislocated eyes are easy to replace in their sockets.
Really?
As long as none of the nerves or blood vessels were damaged, there are usually no lasting negative effects either.
Huh.
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not, but
Anything else?
I know a ton of stories like this. Like being suddenly transported 1 year into the future, and there's a missing persons report out for you. You look down at your phone, but you realize that it's not yours. It's not the one you remember having. You look through the contacts, and it's filled with names you don't recognize.
Sounds scary.
Is that just like, what's the term? Amnesia?
There's more, too. Like this town where everyone is Japanese, but they're speaking a completely different language. And all the signs and magazines and stuff have different letters. And it's not like Korea or China. It's the Japan we know, but the language is different.
Weird.
That's a prime example of a parallel world.
Okay, before we hit, let's summarize for me. We're gonna go ahead and take a break here, but before we do that, I want to... I don't really have time. I'll check the appendix out next time. We're already going late on this video, and I want to do the other options in the Paper Rock Scissors game. So I'm gonna go ahead and save here. and I'm gonna cut to the game. I'll be right back. Okay, let's go ahead and throw out paper this time.
Shoot!
Ah, she still threw out rock.
Fuck! Yeah!
See, I was thinking that maybe the game would either always choose what you chose or be random. Because I know this company does have experience with random results. So it was pretty interesting to see that she threw out rock again.
Date, calm down. You're going to pop a blood vessel.
Aw, I lost. But I made a promise. What do you want me to do?
If it's no trouble, I want to see your...
See what?
Let me see... See...
I will kill you if you say it.
Oh, that's so good.
See... seal. I meant seal.
Seal?
Not the smoothest recovery.
Oh, I get it. You want to see me imitate a seal.
No, Iris, please.
Okay, well, here it goes, I guess. Nom 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 nom.
Nom 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 nom.
Tessa, what are you doing?
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right?
Okay, that was hilarious. I really enjoyed that. The part where he was like, "Yeah, I want to see it," and then he couldn't bring himself to say it. Ah, too good. All right, what should we throw out? Last thing is scissors.
Shoot!
Nope, we lost.
Yay, I won!
Oh, no. You see, this looks like scissors, but it's actually paper.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, why did I throw out scissors? Why?
Why?
You're really not taking this well.
So, I get my prize.
I don't have any money.
I don't want money. Instead,
Yeah?
can you pet my head
Really?
and say Iris is a cutie cutie? The cutest person in the whole wide world? A cutie angel?
Wow. All the dots. I think you may enjoy this too much dots.
Fine. Iris is a cutie cutie.
No, put your heart into it.
Ota may lose it here.
Iris is a cutie cutie, the cutest person in the whole wide world. A cutie angel.
I repeat the whole thing while painting Iris on the head. Unfortunately, we're not getting a visual of this. Well, we're seeing this from Ota point of view, and he looks upset.
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right?
Alright, well, my name is FlightlessBird. This is your Spike Gaming channel. Thank you so much, you guys. I love you greatly. A lot of good stuff today. A lot of humor. We did get through the summarize part, and I do believe this is the last step on our chart. So if we look at it, yeah, I think this is the last free move. So we're about to get into more. What really stuns me though is that picture. Because that picture is of Iris getting dragged away by someone. And we don't know what that means. Maybe we'll find out next time on our Flightless play, yeah, Somnium Files. Until then, so long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter. You are brilliant and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.